Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful night. Hope y'all had a great weekend overall, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building thus far. If you can hit the like button as soon as you come in, that'd be very much appreciated. Time is right in this motherfucker early. What's going on, my brother? You know what I mean, we got them likes up already, man. It is very much appreciated. He says, salute Mazuma Nation in the chat. Absolutely. We definitely gonna let some people get in here. We gonna take our time doing so because I already know a lot of people on YouTube are not receiving my notification for some reason, but it is what it is. Thomas Wright said, I seen you do your thing on Cigar, man. You a beast, bro. Yeah, I seen that Shakur Stevenson was on there, and shout out to Najee from Cigar Talk for, opening the platform for people to speak to Shakur. I've never spoken to Shakur personally um, at all, actually. You see what I'm saying? So it was good to, he didn't really say much, but I was able to, get some things off. You feel what I mean? So it is what it is. If y'all can hit the like button as soon as y'all come in, there's 13 people on here already. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. I guess some notifications came through today at least. Coffee Plant, what up? Yeah, man, I had to let Shakur know about that, them stem cells and shit like that, because a lot of people don't really know about that. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know the benefits of stem cells and how it could really heal injuries and make injuries a thing of the past, in all honesty, man. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of these boxers, they be so anxious to fight. They don't want to focus on their recovery, and then they continuously get, recurrent injuries. And that's something you don't want to plague your career. You feel what I mean? You want to have the most stress-free and, injury-free career possible. You feel what I'm saying? And, I think stem cells will help prevent a lot of these things. You feel what I mean? If you know, you know. You feel what I'm saying? Stop motion MMA, what up? Glizzy, what up? Boxer film. Ty Austin, what's going on, my brother? He said, I finally got it on time. I also seen you on Cigar Talk. You up next, Marcus. Believe that. Alhamdulillah. I hope I said that right. I'm not Muslim, but and there's a lot of people that be mistaking me for being Muslim. I don't know if it's because of the beard or what, but they be surprised when they say certain things and I don't respond to it. They be like, Assalamu alaikum or some shit like that. And I don't really know what that means. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say I don't know what it means, but I'm not too educated on how to respond and things of that nature. I grew up in a Catholic household. You feel me? So I'm not really too familiar with Islam. I love my Muslims though, man. Some of the best people that I've encountered in life were Muslim. You feel what I mean? I just don't know the ins and outs of it. You feel me? Agent 007, what up? Yeah. There be people that be surprised that I'm not. That shit happened on a few times already. I don't know why. I guess it is the beard. I have no idea. You feel what I mean? But shout out to all my Muslims out there, man. We got 21 people in the building. Like I said, we got some things that we need to discuss. We're going to speak about the Canelo versus Berlanga aftermath. You know what I mean? Exactly what the people have been saying about the fight. What's next possibly for both of these guys? And Crawford violating Teofimo, which I knew was going to happen eventually, man, because, Crawford the type dude that he's not going to say too much on the internet, but when he see you in person, something bound to happen. You feel what I mean? We're going to speak about that. And Jerron Boots Ennis making his return soon, and then I'm going to open up the platform for people to come through and speak their mind. You feel what I'm saying? I'll even put the link up for people to, speak as well, man. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get into the Canelo versus Berlanga aftermath. You feel what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I only see 12 likes, man. We got to get them likes up. Man. Let me check. Let me see. Let me make sure I ain't tripping. Real quick. Oh, somebody took a like off. Somebody took a like off. I had 12 likes. Yeah, he put the like back. That was some asshole shit. Whoever did that, you was an asshole. There's somebody on here. There's 22 people. It had 12 likes and it went down to 11. Y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. It be niggas on here that low key just be watching me and don't be wanting to support me for real. They're like, man, I'm gonna watch that nigga Mark, but shit, that nigga ain't about to come up off me. Y'all niggas some haters, but it is what it is, man. Shout out to the nation and the ones who actually rock with the channel, you feel me? But let's speak about Canelo Berlanga, man, the aftermath for the whole situation. I gave you guys my post-fight thoughts late last night, you feel what I mean? I wasn't able to come home in time. By the time I had gotten home, they was already singing the national anthem, you feel what I mean? So I wasn't about to rush and, you know what I mean, try to rush the commentary and all that. I was like, let me just watch the fight. You know what I mean? And let everybody else watch the fight so they could come up with their own interpretations. Oscar De La Paz, what's going on? And then I'll come on live and then we'll just speak as a group. You feel what I mean? And, really watching the fight, man, my opinion really hasn't really changed. I watched the highlights. I watched some highlights. I watched the whole fight. I know what I saw, but I just checked out the highlights, man. And, my opinion, my assessments of the fight really didn't change. You feel what I mean? Canelo Alvarez, man, experience. It really comes down to experience at the end of the day, because I can say skill set as well, but you develop skill fight by fight. You develop skills the longer you're in, a field. And what is time? Time is experience. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I mean? So experience is what really paid the bills last night against, Edgar Berlanga. You feel me? And what you could also say is Berlanga's inexperience is what caused him to fight. You feel what I'm saying? His corner was giving him right advice to stay off of the ropes. And I feel like Berlanga, he kept finding himself there. Why was that? Because Canelo was guiding him to the ropes each and every time. There's a way that you could go about it where if you apply pressure intelligently, the right way, and you step in certain directions, you could literally put your opponent wherever you want. You feel what I mean? So even though Berlanga wasn't intending on being on the ropes, Canelo will force him in that situation and will pretty much cause Berlanga or put him in a situation where he had to fight off of the ropes, which is what Berlanga's corner didn't want him to do. You feel what I'm saying? But besides that, man, they said Berlanga came in 193 pounds. You know what I mean? In the fight against Canelo Alvarez, essentially he came in he weighed in a super middleweight, came back a cruiserweight. You see what I'm saying? So he had a whole lot of weight. That's probably why he was able to absorb them shots from Canelo, in all honesty, because, he took some hellacious shots from Canelo Alvarez, whether it was to the head or the body. Even though Edgar Berlanga had gotten dropped with a left hook, which I had called. If y'all peep my channel, man, I said Canelo gonna change the level and catch Berlanga with a clean left hook. And that's exactly what happened, because Canelo throws the hook. He'll drop the hook down here to give you the impression that he's going to shoot to the body, then he'll bring it over the top. So it's very deceiving. You feel what I'm saying? And Berlanga bit on the left hook going to the body. He dropped his guard, came right over the top and knocked him down. It was a sneaky, clever shot that he didn't see coming. But besides him getting knocked down, and never really looked like Berlanga had noodle legs in there, or he got hurt really bad, or, the referee looked like he was about to jump in and save it. No, Edgar Berlanga showed durability. He showed a lot of heart. He showed determination. And believe it or not, dog, he wasn't really giving Canelo much respect in there. What really caused Berlanga was his inexperience at fighting at a high level. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. And, I seen the post-fight interview for Canelo Alvarez saying that he's the best fighter in the world. It seems like Canelo gets very animated after fights. It's like he hears the critics and the whole build-up to the fight. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps it cool the entire time, and then he lets out all of his emotions after the fight. If you feel like calling yourself the best in the world after defeating Edgar Berlanga, it's kind of ass backwards, man. Like, if you'd have defeated David Benavidez last night and be like, yeah, I told y'all niggas I'm the best in the world, then you would have a point. But you over here beating up on Edgar Berlanga, and then you bragging about it, talking about you the best in the world. Bro, everybody was expecting you to do that. Didn't nobody call that a 50-50 fight? You know what I'm saying? If anything, you wasn't the one that was really impressive. In all honesty, people left that fight more impressed with Berlanga than you. And I say that because we had so low expectations of Edgar Berlanga, me and you both. Don't sit here and act like, there was a few people like my boy Ree, he was rooting for Edgar Berlanga and shit like that. Even my boy Notes, he said some shit like that. You feel what I mean? But I don't think neither one of them thought that Berlanga was going to really they was rooting for him. There's a difference between knowing who's going to win and rooting for somebody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I rooted for Jamel to beat Canelo, but did I think he was going to beat Canelo? Fuck no. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody had low expectations of Edgar Berlanga. A lot of people thought Edgar Berlanga was going to get stopped. They thought he was going to get knocked out early. It's a third-round knockout, fourth-round knockout. He made it through the whole fight, and he put on a solid effort, man. And I know I'm not tripping because there's people that I know that didn't rock with Berlanga at all. Mentioning Edgar Berlanga saying how they got, now I'm a fan of you. Now you got my respect. Where I'm at with it, man, he definitely got my respect. You feel what I mean? for me to become a fan of Edgar Berlanga, he just got to fight more credible competition and, put on a solid effort. You feel what I mean? That was his first step up, and nobody's going to turn down a Canelo fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to give him too much props for taking the fight because it's a career. It's like the Mayweather sweepstakes. Ain't nobody going to turn down a fight with Floyd. Even if they know they can't beat him, they're not going to turn it down because of the money that come with it. You feel what I mean? So, I'm not going to say I'm a fan of Edgar Berlanga, but he definitely got my respect 1,000%. He showed a lot of dog in him. And like when Haney said Berlanga ain't no hoe, that was a fact, bro. He definitely ain't got no bitch in his blood based off of what I've seen. And in all honesty, I think he put on a better effort than a lot of these guys that's been fighting, Canelo Alvarez. I thought that, I thought that he showed more heart than Munguia. You know what I'm saying? Like Munguia made it through the rounds, yes. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen a lot more like negative body language from Munguia than I've seen from Edgar Berlanga. That's just my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that Berlanga will beat Munguia, whatever the case is, but what I'm telling you is I was more impressed with what Berlanga brought to the table than, Munguia. That's just my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Now, in terms of, Charlo, you know what I'm saying? Berlanga showed more heart than Charlo. Facts. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. So, salute to Edgar Berlanga. I hope he learns a lot from this situation, man. And hopefully he takes this experience from Canelo Alvarez, goes back to the gym, and comes into his next fight a wiser fighter. You feel what I'm saying? Bella Faith says, well, if Berlanga goes on to be world champion, then does it add to Canelo's legacy? I mean, yeah, of course, because, whenever you beat somebody and they go on to do great things, it goes to show how good of a fighter you were to beat that person. Like, for example, Floyd beat Canelo Alvarez, right? And for Canelo to go on after that and accomplish all those things, become a 4-division world champion, and you become undisputed, that made Floyd look good because he defeated a man that went on to accomplish that after the fact. Gervonta Davis, he defeated Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero came back and became champion. Tank beat Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz came back and became world champion. That makes Tank look good. You feel what I'm saying? So when you go on, that's just a given. You know what I'm saying? When you beat somebody, if they go on to do anything else after the fact, it make you look good because, you know what I mean? They went on to do great shit afterwards. It's not like you beat them and then they just got cooked, for the rest of their career. No. The better that they, turn out after the fact, it shows how good of a fighter you were because you was able to defeat them. You feel me? That's just my opinion. Coffee Plan says he could turn dangerous, Mark, if he learns from it. In terms of Berlanga, absolutely. T said Munguia much better than Berlanga. That's not the case I was making. The case that I was making was I like Berlanga's performance. I like what I saw from Berlanga more than what I liked from Munguia. You feel what I'm saying? Like there was points in time where I thought Munguia looked like a defeated fighter. Did Edgar Berlanga get dominated? Absolutely. Did he lose the fight? Clearly, absolutely. But I didn't see him look discouraged at all at certain points. I seen Munguia look discouraged multiple times throughout the fight. He looked more visibly hurt than Munguia did throughout the course of the fight. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just my interpretation. Now, if I think Munguia and Berlanga fight, I think Munguia might edge him out. You know what I'm saying? I think stylistically, I think Munguia might get him. You feel what I'm saying? But in terms of performances against Canelo, I like what I saw from Edgar Moore. That's just my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody else could be entitled to feel how they feel. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let me see where the likes is at. Come on, y'all. 16 likes. Nah, man, we got 30 people in the building. Let's get these likes on up, man. Come on. We got to do better than that. Ralph said Edgar actually showed up and tried to win. And I'm sure Munguia was too. But what I'm saying was it seemed like Munguia was discouraged and, he didn't look like he wanted to engage. He looked like he was defeated well before the fight was over. Berlanga was getting cooked. He was getting hit with some mean shit. But it didn't look like there was a point in time where Berlanga was like, fuck it, man, let me just get through these rounds. It looked like he was actually trying to make a difference in the fight. He looked like he was actually trying to go against the momentum and make shit go in his favor. You feel what I'm saying? Glizzy said, Mark, you favor Berlanga over Plant? I don't know, man. That's a tough fight. And especially with that last performance that, Caleb Plant just put on, he showed an ability to make adjustments. And that's very impressive. You feel what I'm saying? He was getting hurt from left hooks from McCombie. So if McCombie's able to hurt Caleb Plant, who's to say Berlanga can't hurt him? You feel what I'm saying? But the thing about Caleb Plant is he's not the type dude that you're going to hurt with one shot and then he just going to walk out the door. You know what I'm saying? Berlanga to beat Caleb Plant, he's going to have to do that consistently throughout a fight and ultimately break Caleb Plant. And that's easier said than done because Caleb Plant a dog just like Berlanga. So that's a great competitive fight, man. I'm sure Caleb Plant will give Berlanga a lot of issues, a lot of trouble. And he might frustrate Berlanga. And we see when Berlanga gets frustrated, he resorts to doing dirty shit, headbutts, and Canelo was getting pissed off. His forehead was all bruised up from the headbutts and shit, bro. But skills pay the bills in certain instances. You feel what I mean? And I think Caleb Plant's a very dangerous fight for Berlanga. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think Berlanga will struggle with Caleb Plant's style as long as Caleb Plant don't gas out in the later rounds, because Berlanga has shown to do 12 rounds clean. Even with taking punishment, he's shown to have great conditioning throughout the course of 12 rounds. If Caleb Plant doesn't gas out in those mid to late rounds, I might favor him to beat Berlanga. I ain't gonna lie to you. You feel what I'm saying? But we gotta see how Berlanga bounce back off of the Canelo John, because he might reach a different level just based off of this experience. You know what I'm saying? Like if you sparring guys who's low level, you might not learn nothing from them. But if you get in there with like a professional boxer who actually did some things and it's on a completely different level and he get off on you, you know what I mean? You might learn from that. You be like, all right, I got to tune this up. I got to tune up A, B, and C. And then once you get good at A, B, and C, you just develop into a better fighter, more complete fighter. Berlanga absolutely did get frustrated. He was, and that's just what Berlanga, that's just immaturity and inexperience on his part, because what you notice is with boxers who are typically experienced, they stay calm, they stay relaxed, even when things aren't going their way. You know what I mean? They keep a level of composure, you know what I mean? And just continue to try to chip away until the momentum starts going in their direction. You feel what I'm saying? But Edgar Berlanga still has to learn to be relaxed in there. He still has to learn to, even when the ocean is out of control, you got to stay composed while you know what I mean, driving the boat. When you steering the boat, you gotta stay calm in rough waters. You feel me? So that's something that Berlanga will figure out. Hopefully, he'll figure out as he continues to fight at an elite level. You feel what I'm saying? Thomas Wright said Mazuma Berlanga stood on the ropes a lot and wasn't throwing his right hand after the jab. Well, maybe he wasn't really throwing that right hand because he was anticipating Canelo's left hook. You see what I mean? When you was watching that fight, Berlanga was keeping that right hand up real high. You feel what I'm saying? And Canelo got him to bite on that left hook that one time, but Berlanga ain't fall for that shit again. If y'all notice, he got hit with some shots. Let's not get it wrong, but that money punch that Canelo landed early in the fight with the left hook, Canelo didn't really get that opportunity again. So maybe he wasn't throwing that right hand because he didn't want to get countered with Canelo's left hook. He probably felt the steam that was on that motherfucker and was like, nah, we ain't doing that again. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's probably why. But his jab, Berlanga got a solid jab, though. It got some speed. You know what I mean? It looked like it's hard to time in certain instances. And, Canelo always struggled with a good jab. Now, I'm not going to say he struggled with Berlanga's, but Berlanga had some success in spots with jabs. Berlanga had some success in spots with his jab, for sure. But Guy, he said, yo, Mark, I heard that Berlanga was 193 in the ring, 25 pounds over the limit. That's interesting. I mean, listen, man, that's a big boy, man. Berlanga's he's a 6'1" super middleweight, and he looked like he could carry a lot of weight and be cool, man. That's a big boy. So when I heard he was 193, I heard Michael Benson say that on Twitter. I wasn't necessarily surprised. You feel what I mean? Like, that's what these big-ass dudes do. And I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons, and Canelo admitted it himself, as to why he won't fight Benavidez, because he doesn't want to deal with guys who are putting on that much weight the week of the fight or the day of the fight. Now, he wouldn't mind Berlanga doing that because he's not on the level of a David Benavidez. You feel what I mean? He was a young, green, inexperienced fighter. So regardless of how much he weighed, Canelo knew that he had the edge over him. You know what I mean? Well, with David Benavidez, who's a completely different caliber than Edgar Berlanga, a more serious fight, a way bigger threat. You know what I mean? That has a different set of skills, and he's just a more dangerous style. He's not going to take that chance with David Benavidez. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is, bro. Just because Berlanga could have been 205 pounds, 210 pounds, that wasn't going to change the outcome of the fight. You feel what I mean? He'll rather deal with 193 from Berlanga than 193 from Benavidez, and that's a fact. You feel me? So it is what it is. So old school 868. What up? What up? Did Canelo force Berlanga to the ropes? He definitely walked him to the ropes. Absolutely. And you know that Canelo was doing that successfully because people in Berlanga's corner, his coach, I forgot his last name, but his name is Mark, was like, yo, man, you gotta stay off them ropes, stay off them ropes. I think he was like, advising him to keep it in the center of the ring because Canelo's some of his biggest success in the ring is when he got dudes against the ropes. You feel what I mean? That's just the reality of the situation. So Canelo was definitely putting him in positions to, have nowhere else to go than to the ropes. You feel what I mean? Canelo walking forward with his high guard up. He's catching all the Berlanga shots. You know what I mean? Not being discouraged by his his power or anything like that. And if Canelo continues to move forward, if you don't want him to smother you or you want to keep him at the end of your punches, you got nowhere to go with backwards. So, Canelo going to keep pressing. And once he gets you against the ropes, then he rips off combinations. Well, he punching the shoulders, the arms, the head, the body, the elbows. You feel what I mean? That's just what it is. That's what he going to do. Coffee plant. Yeah, let's get these likes up, man. The likes are super disrespectful. We got 40 people in the building. Shout out to the 40 people that's in here supporting the mob, supporting the nation. You feel what I'm saying? If you could hit the like button, that'd be very much appreciated. We really getting somewhere with the likes. We about to hit that mid 2,200 mark, and I got nobody to thank but y'all for coming through. You feel what I'm saying? But that was my whole interpretation with the Canelo Berlanga fight. You feel what I mean? Congratulations to Canelo, I guess. You know what I mean? That was a cherry pick. That was a layup for the boy, so I'm not surprised that he won. But Berlanga, he got my respect. And I'm looking forward to seeing how he, matures from this fight moving forward. You feel what I mean? I don't feel like he got anything to be disappointed about. He did what he could with what he had. You know what I mean? And he made the most of it. He didn't sit there and lay down. You know what I mean? He didn't quit. He didn't look for a way out. He did everything he could to try to find the solution. But when you're not experienced in a certain field, it's not highly likely that you're going to come out successful. You know what I mean? Like if you never did a trigonometry problem, all you did was algebra problems, and then they put you in a test where, you know what I mean, you doing trigonometry or calculus, whatever the case is, the highest level of math you ever done was like algebra 1. Do we really expect you to pass this calculus test? Like, it's different levels, bro. It's different levels. Meanwhile, the nigga that you're competing with is a motherfucking mathematics major and some big time college. That's who Canelo is. He's a fucking master. He's been at an elite level for well over a decade. Meanwhile, we got this kid on the come up who hasn't even fought a former world champion yet going up against you. What you think going to happen? Unless Canelo's absolutely washed, he's going to come out successful every time. Experience plays that much of a factor. Unless that young dude is just a special talent like a Jerron Ennis Shakur or, a young pretty boy Floyd, it's a strong likelihood you're not going to come out too successful in that situation. Let me see. Blueprint GB, top 10 most skilled fighters all time. Floyd, Sugar Ray Robinson, Bud, James Toney, Sweet Pea, Luce, B-Hop, Sugar Ray Leonard, Willie Pep, Salvador Sanchez. Shout out to Blueprint GB. I'm not going to put up a top 10. That's something that we got to really sit down and discuss. But, I'm going to definitely put Pernell Whitaker in there. Floyd, Definitely top 10. Let me see. Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson. That was 4, I think I just mentioned. I don't know. Oh, that's a good discussion. I'll definitely put James Tony on mine too, but that's me being biased most likely. Mike said last night was dope, though. Boxing hasn't felt that exciting in a while. Man, boxing was just exciting the other day. I thought Jerron Ennis, David Evanesian, that shit was exciting to me. Probably because Boo's one of my favorite fighters. But when Turkey Al Sheik just did that card, what card was that? Where he had all them fight with Ryo and Pitbull, Bud and Majimov. I thought that was an exciting night too. But you know what I mean? Uh, you know, I like that you thought that it was exciting though. Bella Faith says exactly. There's nothing Berlanga came up with that gave Canelo problems. He's seen it all. Yeah, exactly. That's like somebody who just only done it, like a young kid that's only done addition problems, and then they give you a multiplication table to fill out. It's like, oh, I've only done addition and subtraction. Now you're giving me multiplication and expect me to know how to do it. Meanwhile, you know what I mean? The kid you going up against done did multiplication for, but them been doing multiplication tables for years. He filling that shit out 1 through 12, just running through the whole joint, and you stuck trying to add numbers and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I could see, and there was certain times where Berlanga looked like he was lost in there. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like he was just throwing punches to keep Canelo off of him. You could tell he was in there trying to figure it out. But I'm sure him and his team will come together. They'll watch the fight, which is what they should do. Pick up on what he did wrong, tighten up at the gym, and then come back into his next fight a smarter, dangerous fighter. The smarter the fighter is, the more dangerous the motherfucker is. It's a thinking man sport. You feel me? Let me see. Tom is right. He said, "What you think of Rolly saying he took him to school?" Which he said, what you said before the fight. Listen, man. I think Rolly's dealing with a lot psychologically as a fighter, man. For him to, and he's been doing this a lot lately. It just seemed like he's not the same fighter that he used to be in terms of that, that search and destroy type fighter that's coming forward, and he's not really worried about what you throwing. He just trying to get you up out of there. I think ever since Tank clipped him, he's become more like aware defensively. I feel like he's more, instead of implementing his game plan, I think that deep inside from a mental standpoint, I think he's very concerned with what's coming his way. He don't believe in his chin no more. He don't believe in his ability to take a shot, so he's a lot more hesitant than what he is. And what that is a psychologically damaged fighter. You feel what I'm saying? So that guy that he fought, Jaime's, whatever his name is, Jamie's, whatever fuck. Listen, man, the dude was very limited, and he was nowhere near the caliber of a Rolly Romero. That was a layup for him. That was just a get back in the mix type fight. He's a PBC fighter on a PBC card. You know what I mean? And they want to keep him on a winning streak, so they could possibly get him in some more fights. They know Rolly's an entertainer. They know that he knows how to promote himself, and he knows how to really get a fight. Going viral on the internet. He's done it with Tank. You feel what I mean? They fights is doing numbers. He was wearing that Pitbull chain. Going viral for the chain and shit like that. He knows how to attract people to his fights. Even if a majority of them dislike him, they're gonna tune in and watch him. You feel what I'm saying? So they figure, yo, Rolly probably like, man, I don't want to do this shit too much longer. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna get him on a positive run. You know what I mean? Get him back on the winning column, probably give him a little small title or whatever. Which I think they wrapped the title around his waist yesterday. But regardless, they're gonna try to probably give him one more cash out fight, and Rolly will walk away. But Rolly is definitely not the same, prior to Tank. You know what I mean? He's definitely mentally in a different place. You feel what I mean? More cautious. You know what I mean? More humble, I guess, in a sense, because before I guess he was just like, they can't hurt me, fuck them type shit. Now it's like, yeah, this motherfucker might hurt me. Let me not take too many chances type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Man, whatever the fuck his name is, whoever fought Rolly last night, the WBA silver. All right, cool. So he got a little version of the WBA. You feel what I mean? And I guess he might put himself in a position to be Ryo's mandatory. Ella be moving Rolly to get tickets. Hey man, possibly. He said he depressed. Well, I was watching that Fight Hub interview. He said that he was depressed for years. He wasn't happy for years, and now he feels happy. So is he back to being depressed? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Not easy to walk away when that's your only source of income. How you know? How you know that's Rolly's only source of income? Are you pocket watching? You assuming? I'm not gonna assume that's his only source of income. I don't know that. I don't know that man's pockets, so I can't speak on that. Yeah, they give Rolly a baby bill. Yeah, they did. But those little small titles could get you a pretty solid ranking and a sanctioning body. You feel me? That's why they kind of important. Blueprint GP, he said that cigar talk interview with Shakur was lit. I mean, I didn't interview him. Najee interviewed him. He was just bringing people on. So I brought up the situation with Zach Quinn, Moses, corny ass. You know what I mean? He talking crazy to me. Shakur said he ain't know nothing about that. So I just moved on. Then I spoke about the stem cells. You know what I'm saying? How that might help him. I don't know if anybody's ever told him about it, but I figured I'd tell him. He said, "Yo, that's a good look or whatever." He probably just brushed it off. He probably didn't think too much of it. And then I spoke about the guys, the pros that I got that are southpaws that could get them ready for Cepeda. And he said, "Oh, get real in there, right?" I ain't even about to get into it with him, talking. I ain't even about to do that. You feel what I'm saying? All I know is my niggas is ready to spar. That's all I know. You know what I mean? And if I could get my niggas some paydays and a good experience with sparring Shakur, why not? Because Shakur pay for sparring. So, oh yeah. The interview in general, it was a good John. Najee be doing this thing, bro. I guess he real well connected. You know what I mean? Like in the music industry, and then he transitioned over to boxing. And ever since then, man, I mean that's what Al Heyman did. He started in the music industry, and then he transitioned over to boxing. He's been doing some cool things, man. Like he got a little small interview. He got a little small interview with Canelo that was dope. He did one with Danny, and he be flying out everywhere, just getting shit done. So he be working, bro. So Najee definitely doing his thing. Salute. That's me one day. I don't know if I'm gonna be flying out to interview niggas though, man. Like if I happen to be in the same place as them, then cool. I don't know, bro. That's not really what I want to get into. Like I told you guys what my intentions is. It's like, be on here, you know what I mean, get a solid following on YouTube, transition to commentary. But even when I do commentary, I'm gonna still come on here and chop it up with y'all. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop the YouTube shit. Let me see. Look at this dude. This fag right here. And I'm gonna say fag because it is what it is. So what? He said you. This dude, I done blocked him so many times. He says you praise Tank for Rolly, but hate on Canelo for Berlanga. When did I praise Tank for Rolly? I never praised Tank for Rolly. What are you talking about? What I said was Tank beat Rolly and Rolly went on to win a world title, so it made Tank look good because he beat a nigga who ended up becoming champion after the fact. Whenever you beat somebody and they go on to do some crazy shit, it makes you look good because you defeated them prior to them doing so. Like, oh yeah, he a champion now, but I already beat him. That make you look good. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nobody praising fucking Tank for beating Rolly. Like y'all niggas is real life slow. Y'all real life slow, bro. It's like let's say you fucking with this girl, right? And this girl end up to become Beyonce. Like, yeah, I used to make you look like that. Make you look like one of them niggas because you was hitting before she became Beyonce. Oh, you used to fuck with her? Yeah, I used to fuck with her before she was famous. Niggas started looking at you, started giving you hella props, like, oh yeah, nigga used to fuck with her. Yo, that's great. Type shit. That's probably a weird ass analogy, but you get what I'm saying. But he said beard looking graceful. Shit. Oh no, man. I'm probably gonna bring that shit back down to the skin. Pause. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. G-Bo stock goes up. Let me see what this shit say. Bib, but it still don't mean shit. Glizzy said, "I agree with everything you say, Mark, even if you're wrong." Stop Motion MMA said, "I saw your fighter Femi getting a boxing seat article. Congrats, I appreciate that, man. His fight didn't actually go through, on Friday, but it is what it is." Said Afros can't fight or get a job. Afro, he's a weirdo. I got a job. I got multiple jobs, and I'm a business owner, faggot. And that's why you on here on my dick, fucking weirdo. Pack him up, please. Pack him up. That's like the 11th account that this weirdo made. Pack him up. Get him up out of here, please. Let me know when y'all pack him up. Blueprint GB says, "Hey, I done heard some weird stuff. People out here saying Dev hit harder than Court. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've never been hit by neither one of them, so I don't know. What you would have to do is ask somebody who done, been in there with both of them, whether it was sparring or I don't know if Shakur and Dev got any opponents in common. I don't think so. Not that I know of. Do they? I doubt it, but it is what it is. I don't know who hit harder than who. You feel what I'm saying? Who does Berlanga fight in 168 now, and what grade level is he as a fighter now? We won't really know what grade of a fighter he is until after the Canelo fight. You know what I'm saying? Being that he was inexperienced and hasn't really fought at a high level, I'd probably say like a B minus type of fighter, I guess. C plus B minus if I had to give him a grade. If he bounces back well off of this Canelo fight and puts on a good performance against, like a formidable opponent, like a formidable foe, then maybe his grade will go up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really too big into the grades, but I'm not going to consider him a world level fighter now that he fought a world level fighter. I mean, you got to bounce back and prove that you actually learned something from the previous bout before I could give you your respect as an elite level fighter. Like Berlanga, he's well known, yes. You know what I mean? He's known for all the first round knockouts and shit like that. But in terms of, beating top quality opposition, he's unproven. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. It's like when they can't beat you from like an intellectual perspective or, prove you wrong or even talk boxing with you, they'll pull out the racist rants, bro. I'm accustomed to it by now. You feel what I'm saying? They talk mad. This bro, they call you all types of stuff. I done been called everything under the boat. Every Hispanic insult I done been called. Every black insult I've been called. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing really new to me. You know what I'm saying? So when they can't beat you, mind for mind, they resort to ignorant shit. That's just what people. That's what dumb, ignorant people do. You feel what I'm saying? So you just got recognize them for who you are. You say you got called a cracker. Oh man, I'm sorry. That's funny, bro. Yo, Tom, don't we let them talk to you like that, man. Yo, that's not funny, bro. You just gotta brush that off, bro. That's all. Don't resort to no. He said I'm used to it. That's crazy. Where the hell is my remote at? Why the hell is it making all these noises? But nah, man. I mean, you just gotta take that as them not being able, them too ignorant enough to have a, an actual conversation, a debate with you. What the fuck? Oh, I'm sitting on the remote. Shit, that shit was loud as fuck. But anyways, you just gotta take that. That's just an L on their part. Like if we talking boxing and they just go from talking boxing to disrespecting you, that's a L for them. That's a dub for you. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how I be looking at it. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And this ain't me tooting my own horn and shit like that. But with me, with the experience that I got with boxing and me just thinking logically, like as a man and just going by the facts, it's not a lot of people that's gonna beat me in a debate area. Typically, when I talk boxing with other knowledgeable people, we seem to agree with each other. You feel what I'm saying? Every time y'all could check, bro. I haven't been on too many people channel, but y'all see me go on other people channel and prove them wrong or even step to them and question their ideologies and shit like that. It's easy. It's easy. Slime said I'm finna drink juice. Nigga, no, I'm not. I don't even got nothing on me. Take the sugar out your mind, my brother. Look at this. Look at this. You're not Hispanic. Typical Afro, ashamed of his own skin. Come to Mad Chad Tavern. We got real smoke. Nigga, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is Mad Chad? What does that even mean, bro? What the fuck is that? Like, is that you sound like a pussy chilling at a tavern. Come to Mad Chad, man. Fucking crack a bottle over your head, son. Nigga's a fucking clown. Yo, Slime, just stay in the chat and just pack these niggas up, bro. Because I could already tell what type of live this going to be. The trolls is in full effect. You feel what I'm saying? It seems like that happens. Like whenever I go up another level of like subscribers and shit, they come back around. Come to Mad Chad. Yeah, Hispanic isn't a race. That's a fact. Hispanic is an ethnicity. It's not a race. These idiots don't know the difference, bro. Y'all ever filled out? He talking about we can't get a job. Have you ever filled out a job application where it'll ask you your ethnicity? They go on to ask you your race. Fucking dummy. It's two separate things. You're not a Hispanic. You're an Afro. Come to Mad Chad, man. I'll throw a bottle of Guinness in your fucking face, you clown. Yeah, I remember the one time he came on his live and we fried his stupid ass. That's why ever since then he been salty, trying to get people to take my page down and all types of stuff, bro. People is weird, bro. Like that's how deep, that's how personal they take the internet that they'll like try to go out of their way to, take you down. Pause. Try to undermine you and all types of shit. I don't know what be going on, Blueprint. Niggas is just weird. But did y'all see that video clip of Teofimo getting you seen Crawford putting a finger in Teofimo Lopez's forehead? Teofimo Lopez just get clowned constantly, bro. They cannot, bro. It's like wherever they go, they get bitched up, bro. Him and his daddy. Because, Teofimo been talking mad crazy, mad spicy about Terrence Crawford. And, Teofimo's dad tried to run up on Terrence Crawford while he was walking out of his fight after the MarkMazuma victory. So I guess they was at the same place at the same time. You know what I mean? Teofimo Lopez thinking that Terrence Crawford ain't about shit, which I don't know why he don't think. I don't know why he think that. I don't know why people just be talking shit and then just be expecting nothing to happen. So I seen Terrence Crawford and Teo was having words. Teo thinking it's all boxing and shit. Crawford not really with all that back and forth talking. You know what I mean? Over these past couple of months, Crawford he's been starting to really dislike Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? They even went at it on social media, previously. So when he ran into him in person, man, he doinked him. In Philly, that's a doink. When somebody do this shit to you, that's a doink. That's like the ultimate sign of disrespect. And, Teofimo Lopez try to like smack his hand and shit like that. But the fact that he allowed Crawford to get that close and, put his finger on his forehead, that's a bad John. Yeah, Crawford really be sunning niggas. Did y'all? I remember I seen that clip when Rolly Romero was talking crazy to Crawford in person, and Crawford was like looking him up and down, and yo, Crawford went like this and put his hand on his forehead, made sure the nigga ain't have a fever. He was like, "Yo, you all right? Like you all right? Like you good?" Rolly was like, "I punch a lot harder than you do." And Crawford really like started laughing. He was like, "Yo," he was looking Rolly up and down. He checked his temperature on his forehead, like, "Yo, you all right? Like you sick or something?" Like, bro, T.O. be making these niggas. I mean, Bud be making these niggas look turkey, bro. Turkey. That was probably one of the funniest interactions I ever seen. Bro, when he did the fucking heat check on Rolly's forehead and Rolly just looked at him like, just let him do it. I'm like, yo, this shit right here, like he just be sunning niggas. I remember when Jose Benavidez Jr. was talking crazy to Bud. When Bud was like, yo, let's fight outside. He was like, yo, he said, focus on your fight for you not make it to your fight. Focus on your fight before you not make it to your fight. He was like, oh, come on, let's go outside. And Jose didn't follow him, bro. Yo, Bud be with the shits, bro, and don't nobody be really wanting that shit with him, bro. They just be wanting to talk. And we all know T.O. pussy, man. You know, he come from a lineage of turkeys. You feel what I'm saying? On some real shit, man. Like, I didn't even want to bring this up, but I think T.O. from the promised land, dog.
You got to come down to the promised land, my nigga. 235 acres. We farming our own chickens, homie. Thousands of chickens, thousands. Running around everywhere, quack, quack, quack. Talk about next level shit, homie.
Yo, Lo, cut it out, bro. Like, you be bro. It's like a difference between being a fan of a nigga, bro, and like defending everything he do. Like, that's low key, like baby mom, like defensive girlfriend type shit, my nigga. Like when Oscar De La Paz be saying low nose T.O., like that's what I feel like that's what you need to change your name to, my brother. Like you always on the defense of Teofimo Lopez, bro. Always, bro. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if you just rock with T.O. that heavy, but I never rocked that like that for nobody in my life. Like right is right, wrong is wrong type shit. And the reality of the situation is T.O. got doinked, my nigga. He got doinked, bro. Like, stop it. You know what I mean? And T.O., him smacking his hand is like, okay. Like, that don't, like, that's all. I ain't say Bud smacked him. I said Bud doinked him. Finger on his forehead. That's what I saw in the video. Yeah, I know, bro. I be speaking to Low outside of YouTube. Like I know that ain't no discussion that Low cool. He cool nigga. But you know what I mean? You ain't got to defend every action. You can't defend every action. Or you can't make T.O. look like, you know what I mean, he got one up all the time, because he don't. Yo, Slime. Stop talking crazy about Low, bro. Yo. Yo, Slime a dickhead, bro. Yo. Yo, Slime be tripping, bro. I swear to God, something wrong with that nigga, bro. Yo, that nigga's a dickhead, bro. All right, I gotta stop looking at the comments. This nigga be throwing me off, bro. He got throwing me off, bro. So, anyways, I seen that, bro. T.O. probably smacked his hand or whatever the case is. The video was kind of blurry. You know what I mean? It is what it is type shit. But low key, bro, I kind of want to see Bud punch on T.O., bro. Like, really bad. Like, really bad, bro. And if somehow, some way they was able to make that fight happen, which I doubt. You know what I mean? Because, you know, T.O., he just be talking, bro. He just be talking crazy. He not gonna fight Bud at no 154 or anything like that. He put that he weighed 156 the last time he was training with Eddie Reynoso and shit. He way too small. Bud a punch on him. Bud a stop him. You know, I think he'll stop him regardless if it's 47 or 54. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Bud not going back down to 47. He got rid of all his belts. He focused on 54. You know, T.O. ain't got no business at 54 in all honesty, bro. He not cut out for that. T.O. need to focus on the niggas that's in his weight class because he's not the only champion in his division. Y'all could go ahead and talk that 2-time undisputed shit. That nigga was never undisputed. Not one time in his career. You feel what I mean? That's the reality of the situation. Niggas trying to rewrite history and talk about how, you know, T.O. beat Loma. You know what I'm saying? After he beat Loma, he became undisputed when Devin Haney was a champion in the division at the time because they made Loma the WBC franchise because Loma did not want to fight Devin Haney at the moment. So they gave the belt over to Devin Haney, and he defended it since then. Teofimo was walking around with the WBC franchise acting like he was undisputed. Okay. But as far as I'm concerned, when you undisputed, you're supposed to be the only champion. So, and regardless of how the way Devin got the belt, whether it was through an email or whatever the case is, he was still champion, no matter how he got it. He could have got that shit hand delivered. He'd have got that shit sent through an Amazon package. Don't matter, he champion. He said Philly down bad, 2 quitters. Who's the 2 quitters? Because I mean, Danny took a knee, but he didn't quit. His dad stopped the fight. You feel what I mean? Who's the other quitter? And I would love to know where you from. So as you talking shit about Philly, what type of fighters you got? Where you at? Stop be able to put the fries in the bag. I never packed fries in my life, nigga. But you know what you packing? You know what you packing? I ain't even gonna say it. These niggas be talking crazy. You know, you could be whatever you want to be on the internet. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga ain't got no profile pic. This nigga just Av, whatever the fuck his name is. That's probably where he sell his ass at, on the Av. You feel me? The nigga probably throw booty on niggas for a couple dollars down at the Av. They call him Av and shit. You know what I mean? He cash out, you know, selling his, you know, his hole. Nigga sell his hole. You feel what I'm saying? I never packed fries in my life. But your mother was known for packing dick in her mouth. So she could pay the rent. You know what I mean? And I know that shit hurt. Because, you know, you used to stay up in your little, I know you had an air mattress, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It used to be loud as shit in your crib every night because they used to turn on that motherfucker. It sounded like vacuums was in your crib, you know, every night. But that's just you filling up your air mattress. You feel what I'm saying? And used to go to sleep with headphones on because your mom was getting her back blown out every night by Mr. Thomas down the block so he could pay your rent. You feel what I'm saying? Your mom had to give pussy up so she could hire an exterminator to get them roaches out your room. Like, I already know how that shit go, my nigga. It is what it is. You feel me? So, you know, Av, you could talk shit. You know what I mean? 2 quitters, whatever the case is. But, you know, it must suck knowing that your mom quit being a faithful woman. You know what I'm saying? But I guess she had to because if not, y'all probably be homeless somewhere. You know what I mean? So, you know, you could say I pack fries, but, you know, my mother ain't had to pack dick in her mouth to pay a bill. I know that. That's all I know. So it is what it is. And in terms of that, you would never say that to my face. That's another thing. You feel what I'm saying? You would never say that to my face. And I'm not even a tough nigga. I just know you wouldn't because niggas who talk crazy like this on the internet, nigga, you would ask me for a picture or you would ask me a boxing question and try to talk boxing with me. Nigga, you would never talk crazy to me. And before you talk crazy to me, you know what I mean? Just ask your mom if she think I'm handsome. And then, you know, you think this You see this guy right here, Mazumba TV. You see him, Yes. You think he look good? Well, no, baby. He don't look good. She rubbing the back of his head. He all see, cause this nigga he talking crazy about me. It's okay, baby. Don't worry about it. He don't look good. Yeah, I know, bitch. Yeah, I know, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit on the internet, nigga. Loser. Greasy ass keyboard. Fuck out of here. That nigga, the M on that nigga keyboard got grease stains on it from typing my name in the comments all fucking day. Fucking loser. Shut up. Shut up, chump. Go pack yourself in them dirty ass sheets and go take your ass to bed, bitch. You know what I mean? They said low on the yak. What low say? Oh shit. Oh shit, low talking crazy. Oh shit. Who he said? He said that shit to put. What Pagan told him? Hold on. Nigga say he slapped this. Oh shit. Yeah, yo. I be seeing low old ass shadow boxing. Nigga still be working out. Bald than a motherfucker. Low be bald than a motherfucker. Still got the mechanics. Hey, hey, you bring the hand over here, you catch right here, catch that right hand, catch the left hook. Nigga be in this James Tony shit. I'm like, all right, low. All right, low. Nigga be bald as shit. Nigga head shining like a motherfucker under that gym light. Just cooking. I'm like, I'll be in the comments like, get that nigga low. Yeah. Yeah, the comments going kind of crazy today. I don't know what take time niggas on. I seen anonymous arguing earlier. Yo, low man, we gotta get a sparring session in, man. Get some good sparring in, some friendly sparring, not no crazy shit. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to get cooked. You feel what I'm saying? We should do a little sparring session, and after that, we post a pickup, post that shit on YouTube. You know what I mean? We could even post the sparring or whatever. You know what I mean? We could do some technical sparring, work the jab, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? All defense type shit. We could do all that shit, man. You gotta come over to Philly, bro. Cause every time you go to Philly, you go see Bozy and them niggas, man. You ain't even check out Pivot Boxing yet, dog. What type time you on, low? You fuck with niggas or you don't fuck with niggas, man? Let me know what it is, dog. Fuck out of here, dog. Bring your sparring shit so we could work. Low, my dog. I fuck with Low. Yeah, chat full of smoke. Yeah, niggas is wilding, but my niggas, my day one, my day one nation niggas, they ain't the ones to be going back and forth with niggas getting smacked with the wrench and all types of shit. You feel me? So niggas gotta tighten up. Yeah, we gotta come by, low. Come on, man. Come on, dog, with all that bullshit. I seen you at Max's. You know what I'm saying? You over at Bozy's. You was over there talking to Andy Cruz. You know what I mean? You over here, politicking with Dominicans and shit. You say you need, oh yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Yeah, you say you need a wrench by now. Yeah, you right. You right. All right, that's done, Lo. Oh shit, I call Andy Cruz a Dominican. Andy Cruz do look like a Dominican, but nah, he Cuban. No. Why the fuck I call Andy Cruz a Dominican? Yo, Andy Cruz look like a million Dominicans I know, so I just associated with being Dominican. You feel what I'm saying? He Cuban, my fault. You did my fault. I'm drawn. You out here politicking with Cubans and shit, man. Fuck out of here. I know, like on some real shit, bro. Like with the niggas, I grew up around a lot of Dominican niggas. It's like 3 Dominicans I know that look exactly like Andy Cruz, bro. No fucking cap. Skin tone, face, all like, bro, the way they even act, bro, he'll fit right into them. He said Andy Cruz look like a nigga. Well, he is, bro. What you think he ain't black? He, his ethnicity Cuban, but that's a black man right there. Niggas just speak Spanish. Yo, slime, I'm about to take your wrench, dog. Bro, you gotta relax, bro. Nah, bro, I don't know why I'm slipping, bro. I don't know why I call Andy Dominican. Yo, see, Glizzy, you be on some blade shit, my nigga. Like you, I think that you know what I think you do, Glizzy. I think that you be fantasizing on the low, cause I think like you remember that, that movie Don't Be a Menace while drinking gin or whatever. Like that nigga that nigga was like, you ever seen the soap suds, go down the nigga ass crack, and he gay the whole time, and he trying to play it like he only like bitches. Like that's who Glizzy remind me of. I think Glizzy a real life Blade, but he lived the perspective of a straight nigga. But you got you got 50 shades of gay in you. It's something about that. He said, "I knew that was a nigga." Yeah, bro. Most of them Cubans black. Eris Landy Lara, that is a black man. Guillermo Ringendahl, that is a black man. You feel what I'm saying? David Morrell, that is he light skinned, but that's a black man too. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They could dispute it themselves. Those are black men right there. Frank Sanchez, that is a black man. Luis Ortiz, that is a black man. They just speak Spanish, my brother. That's all that is. Low met T.O., man. Low, one of T.O.'s coaches, man. Low is Teofimo strength and conditioning coach. Low knows T.O., cuz. Come on, man. Meek Millie said Edgar Berlanga came in the fight at 193, but he says Benavidez is too big. Yeah, we spoke about that earlier on the live, man. I was just saying how, he's willing to deal with that for somebody like Edgar Berlanga because Berlanga is a limited fighter. He's an inexperienced green fighter. You see what I'm saying? David Benavidez, he's a lot more dangerous than Edgar Berlanga. He got more tools than Edgar Berlanga. He's more experienced than Edgar Berlanga. You feel what I'm saying? Edgar Berlanga hasn't even faced a former world champion that I could recall. Meanwhile, David Benavidez beat champions back to back. He got 3 champions on his resume: Durrell, Caleb Plant, and most recently Demetrius Andrade. You feel what I'm saying? So he's building up his resume. He's becoming more and more dangerous, as he goes on. And no, actually 4, because he just beat Vosdick. And Vosdick was the former WBC light heavyweight champion of the world. So he got 4 champions on his resume. And it was almost consecutively from what I remember. So, they're totally different levels. So he'll let Berlanga slide with it because he knows despite the weight disadvantage that Caleb Plant don't got the tools or the experience necessary to beat him. David Benavidez, on the other hand, that's a different situation. You feel me? Low, he said, truth be told, Berlanga showed improvement. He made me a fan for sure. I mean, listen, man, I think that Berlanga, obviously he lost the fight, you know what I mean? I don't really believe in what's that called? Like moral victories or anything like that, but he definitely got my respect. He showed more than what I thought he was capable of showing. You feel what I'm saying? So he got my respect. Now I just want to see how he move forward with it. Is he still gonna be acting like the superstar diva ass nigga, or is he gonna get down with the 168 division and get shit popping? You feel what I mean? Because Berlanga, with this build up with Canelo, he built up a pretty solid fight against Caleb Plant. He could really make some money there. Is he gonna do it? We'll just have to wait and see. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to that. Agent 007 says I'll be looking at these Cubans and I have to check myself to make sure I ain't Cuban. Hey man, you should see it in Puerto Rico, bro. If you go to where my dad's from in Puerto Rico, you be looking at them and be like, the fuck? It ain't much different than when you in the States, bro. We got 50 people in the building. Hit the like button as soon as you come in if you appreciate the lives, if you appreciate the boxing talk. But if you go to Puerto Rico, bro, it's Africans everywhere, bro. They everywhere. But in Puerto Rico, bro, this shit crazy. Like the south side of Puerto Rico, they everywhere, bro. My dad's family crazy. My dad's family, they all black as hell. My dad, one of the lighter ones, honestly, and he not even like that light of a dude. Agent 007 said, I'm Puerto Rican and my dad is dark skinned. Well, I mean, do your ancestry test, bro. Like a majority of my dad's DNA came from Nigeria and different parts of Africa. And when you look at the history of the relationship between Nigeria and Puerto Rico, first of all, if you was to draw a line from Nigeria to Puerto Rico, and my dad just put me on to this, it's a straight line. It's literally a straight line from Nigeria to Puerto Rico. And during the Atlantic slave trade, a lot of slaves that they took from Nigeria was placed in Puerto Rico. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of Nigerians that ended up being. We still got Nigerian culture in Puerto Rico. I forgot what the hell that Yoruba. What the hell is that shit called? Nah, it's like a religion out there in Nigeria. Let me see. I'm tripping. What the hell is that shit called? Well, regardless, I was doing my little research on it and shit like that. Would I say I look like my pop? I don't think I don't think so. I don't think I like. You could tell he. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I favor my mom more, but I definitely got features from my dad, like little features. But I don't know if I would say a lot of people don't really tell me I look like him. But if you look at me and my mom, I feel like I look more like her. Yoruba. Yeah. Like that. That's still Nigerian culture is still present in Puerto Rico. Is what I was trying to say. You feel me? So it's dope. It's dope. But what caught me off, what surprised me was the straight line between Nigeria and Puerto Rico, bro. I had no idea. But it's cool, bro. My dad got like his DNA traced back to like the Bantu tribe and shit like that. Shit was pretty dope, bro. You know what I mean? And if you look into like the Bantu tribe and shit like that, um, Bantu tribe, is in Nigeria as well. Blueprint GB, how long you been in boxing? Shit, that shit been almost a lifelong thing for me, my brother. Like I was on and off and with boxing since I was like 8 for real. Started taking it like more serious while I was in high school and shit like that. And if y'all know my story, y'all know my story, man. I don't really like to tell it too much, but I ran into some health issues in my early 20s, and I had to stop boxing as a result. You feel what I mean? So since then, I've been coaching, managing, matchmaking, all that good stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, okay. The natural wind will take you from West Africa coast to South America. Uh, you ever train with Boots or Cool Boy? No. Boots and Cool Boy train together now, but I remember when Stephen Fulton was at Schuler's down in West Philly, And I think like, a little bit after he won like his first world title, he started moving around, training at Danny's gym. And then I think he started going to like Bosey's gym. And then since then he just been over there because they got a good dynamic over there. Boots, I never trained with Boots, but I used to be around Boots. Like I used to me and my dad and my other partner at the time used to go over to Bosey's with people to spar Boots to get him ready for fights. But I've never trained like personally myself. I never trained with neither one of them because at the time that I was boxing, they wasn't even around each other. Neither one of them was champion when I was boxing. Like they was known fighters. They was both undefeated fighters on the come up at the time, but neither one of them was champion yet. Like they was getting there, but they wasn't there yet. Yeah, bro. Get y'all, yo, man. Like if I think it's very important to know where we come from. You see what I'm saying? So, bro, if y'all got some extra money on the side, whatever the case is, you got some money to blow, get you an ancestry DNA kit, bro. You'll figure out some crazy shit about yourself and your people. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? There's people that done ancestry tests that found out that, the father that they thought was theirs all along actually isn't their father. You see what I mean? Or like brothers and sisters that they grew up with thinking that's their blood, not their blood. That shit could get a little messy, man. So you got to be ready for some truth. Gotta be ready for some truth. But get you a DNA kit, man, and trace back your peoples, man. You might. Well, I'll tell y'all this. One of my great grandfathers, it was like my dad's fourth or fifth great grandfather, so maybe like my fifth or sixth, whatever, was from Mexico. And there was a point in time where Puerto Rico had like this cash crop. I think it was sugar cane or something like that. So, at the time for you to get work, you had to go take boats over to like these places and work and get, paid for your work and shit. So my dad, our great grandfather, took a boat over to Puerto Rico, was working there, had a family while he was over there. You feel what I'm saying? And then he took the boat back to Mexico and died in Mexico. You feel what I'm saying? So I think the beginning of the Rosa origin started with a Mexican man. From what my dad was telling me, and that shit was pretty cool, bro. You know what I mean? So we definitely got Mexican in our blood too. And when my dad was checking like where most of his relatives are at, bro, Mexico was lit up with all these red dots. Boom, 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 boom. And then like all of California. Boom, 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 boom. Bro, that shit is insane, bro. It's crazy what you'll find out. You feel me? Let me see. Agent 007 says crazy how people try to downplay Fulton's performance last night. I think he did well for someone who had a long layoff after getting knocked out. Moving up a weight class to top that, having a new trainer. Yeah, there was a few things that was going on with Stephen Fulton that, affected his career or his performance at least. And I'm going to say it was his inactivity. You know what I mean? Moving up in weight class and being in there with somebody who's significantly bigger than him. That dude Castro was a lot bigger than Stephen Fulton in all honesty. So when people was talking about, oh, well, his jab was, I'm like, bro, of course, he's a taller fighter and he was utilizing his jab pretty well. But, and I see Najee like on Cigar Talk speaking about it. He was just making it seem like, or he was painting a picture at least that it was like Carlos, like his name, the boy Castro, I believe, was putting on like a clinic against Stephen Fulton. That wasn't the case at all. You know what I'm saying? Like Stephen Fulton, he definitely had trouble. He definitely got hurt. He got dropped. He got hurt. You know what I'm saying? But, he weathered the storm. He weathered the storm and he put on a great display of offense as well. You feel what I'm saying? So, I thought Stephen Fulton won convincingly. I thought he won. I think he did enough to win the fight. And, that was a tough, durable, credible opponent. You know what I mean? Who definitely had some crack. You feel what I mean? So, Stephen Fulton just showed that he can adapt. You know what I mean? And whenever he needs to bite down to, make a difference in the fight or even win the fight, he'll do it. Meek Millie back with another great question. He said, I appreciate your input, Mazuma TV. I also wanted to ask you what you think about Canelo saying he wants to fight Bivol again at 175, but not taking the rematch at 168. Well, that's just Canelo just being stubborn and, just wanting things to go his way. Well, but the problem is Bivol beat him. You see what I mean? So it's not like Bivol absolutely needs you. He made a name off you, so he don't necessarily need you for a rematch. And when somebody actually beats you, then they should have a say so in how the way the rematch goes. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Canelo, is he the bigger star? Yes. Is he the bigger draw? Yes. But what you can't change is the fact that Dimitri Bivol is 1-0 against you. So if he wants to come down and wait to fight you for your undisputed titles, why is that such a problem? Because you don't want to lose your status as an undisputed champion at 168. And you don't want to deal with the backlash that may come if Bivol was to move down and wait and possibly take your belts, you know what I mean, and be up 2-0 against you. So Canelo's always going to want to do things his way, you know what I mean? And it's so funny how he ducked Benavidez and told Benavidez he was too big and, all this shit. Then, Benavidez moves on and tries to get a big fight at 75. And now, Canelo is hell bent on attempting to take David Benavidez's opportunity. So you're going to duck the man, then take his opportunities for him to become a star? It seems like Canelo don't want Benavidez to shine at all. Weary Cry says, remember when Puerto Ricans had the fire restaurants in New York City? I mean, I'm not from New York City. My dad was from there, so he could probably speak on that. But I don't know too much about that. The mondongo soups and garlicky pernil sandwiches. Damn, pernil sandwiches sound good than a motherfucker. Low from New York. He probably know what you talking about. But I'm not from here. I'm not from over there. I didn't really spend any time in New York at all when as a young boy, honestly. I went to New York recently, but that was just on some tourist shit, just checking out some museums. I mean, Low right there, he said, ask him what happened to them. I don't know. Low, what happened to them Puerto Rican restaurants in New York? What happened? It seemed like Weary Cry trying to make a point. Truth be told, I have Canelo beating Benavidez if they ever fight. I wanted to bet you on that. You said Spanish Harlem has them spots. Might have to go check that shit out then, because Puerto Rico. I mean, Philly got a lot of Puerto Rican restaurants, but it's not that many of them that's good, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's only one fucking Puerto Rican spot that I go to that's actually good, bro. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. That's Freddy's and Tony's. Not the one on Second and Allegheny. It's the one on Front in Indiana. You see what I'm saying? Man, listen, David Benavidez would have got off on Canelo, man. Stylistically, that should have just been all wrong for Canelo, bro. I'm telling you. That's the jab, the pace, the pressure. Canelo being on the back foot, bro, that shit will be all bad for him. Bro, the pace that Benavidez fights at will gas Canelo out in the mid rounds. We seen it happen with Bivol. We seen it happen with Kirkland. Canelo doesn't have the best conditioning. That's why he likes to start off slow and pick it up in the later rounds. That's exactly why he does that. Benavidez, he gets right to it from the jump. And he could punch at a high pace for 12 straight rounds. That's Canelo's kryptonite. Another thing, Canelo struggles with fighting on the back foot. Okay, he fight on the back foot. He's done it before, but is he comfortable doing that? Absolutely not. He needs to be the one, pressing forward, which was what he did in the second Triple G fight because he had trouble going backwards in the first Triple G fight that a lot of people thought he lost. You feel what I'm saying? So not only does Canelo struggle with guys who are slick, athletic movers, but he also is uncomfortable fighting going backwards. Benavidez will put him in a position where he'll have to fight backwards. So you got a strong, fast, hard to time jab from Benavidez that will be on the money against Canelo Alvarez. Another thing, Benavidez is punching down on Canelo Alvarez. That man is like 6'2", 6'3", maybe. Canelo Alvarez is 5'7" at best. He's going to be punching down. When you're punching down, it's a lot harder than when you're punching up. These are things that people don't really discuss. You feel what I'm saying? He will overwhelm Canelo with volume. Canelo will have trouble getting past Benavidez's jab. I'm telling you that'll be a real tough style for Canelo, bro. If Canelo think he gonna walk to Benavidez with that high guard, you think Benavidez ain't gonna pick that shit off? You got Benavidez fucked up. And Benavidez don't really be getting hit that clean, bro. Like he don't got the most solid defense, but he has a certain amount of defensive awareness where he doesn't really take big punches. Do I like Mofongo? No, I don't really fuck with Mofongo like that. I've ate it before, but like, it's not really my thing. I'm not really, I eat good food and shit like that, but I'm not. I am a picky eater to an extent. Listen, I seen Benavidez take pictures with certain niggas, bro. He like 6'2", 6'3". I think I seen a picture with him and Andy Ruiz, and he looked like he was taller than Andy. Let me see. They got Andy listed as like 6'2". Look at this right here. And how tall is Andy Ruiz? Let's check this out right here. Look, I'm gonna share the screen for y'all. Look at this shit. Look at this picture right here. Boom. Benavidez clearly got a nice height advantage over Andy Ruiz. Now, for people saying that Benavidez is 6 foot flat, that's cap. That's definitely cap. So Andy Ruiz is they got him listed as 6'2". Come on, y'all. BoxRec got him listed as 6'2". Wikipedia got him listed as 6'2". What that make Benavidez? Y'all see what it is. Weary Cry, go ahead with your question. Just ask it. You ain't got to say quick question. Go ahead and ask it. I got you. Yeah, Benavidez up there, bro. Listen, the reach advantage and the fucking height advantage that Benavidez gonna have against Canelo, bro. It's a reason why Canelo don't want to fight the nigga, bro. If Canelo felt like he had more pluses than minuses going up against Benavidez, he would have been fought him. He chose not to. It's for a reason, yo. Canelo been in the game. He been in the game long enough to know what he's capable of defeating, what he's not capable of defeating. Trust me. Canelo's looking at it and he's like, yo, there's a lot more cons than pros. I'm not fighting the nigga unless they give me a crazy ass amount of money. Am I Puerto Rican? Yes. Yes, I am. Meek Millie. I saw a video of somebody saying Canelo was a real weight bully. He used to come into his fights 170 pounds. Yes, bro. There was a point in time where they had this weight class called Canelo weight, where Canelo for a significant amount of time was fighting at 155. You feel what I mean? And when they said that he would blow up to 170, 175. And that was and I heard that from somebody who used to work for Golden Boy at a particular time. Credible source. Said he used to put on 20 pounds. Canelo was a weight bully himself. Especially around the time he fought Amir Khan. Come on, dog. And Canelo a fucking weight bully because he make people move up and fight him all the time. So he can have a size advantage. Come on, man. Nigga said Mark Mongolian. Nigga, what? And your fat ass either from Turkey or Greece, you big back motherfucker. Look, he made another account, bro. Yo, you gotta be a different type of loser, bro. Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah, I seen Najee say that goofy shit, bro. I should have said that shit in the live too. Man, you ain't beating Canelo with anything that got to do with punches. Ain't nothing, whatever got to do with any type of physical combat. Najee better go sit his big ass down somewhere. Niggas be thinking because they tall or heavy that they'll have an advantage over a shorter nigga, bro. That's not how that shit work. If you think that's the case, then go run up on what's that nigga? What's that little nigga name? Demetrius Johnson. Go run up on him and see how that shit work. He like 5'4". Go run up on him. Since you what Najee said he was 6'3". Go run up on Demetrius Johnson and go see how that shit work out for you. Canelo literally done got lawsuits in the past for breaking niggas' jaws at parties and all types of shit. You better leave that nigga alone. Better leave that nigga alone. He said, wait, what are you saying? Because he could be the one to make them look strong because some people just don't know how to articulate it, but you can. Oh, you talking about in terms of Puerto Ricans? Absolutely, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I love Puerto Rican fighters, bro. If I was to go into my living room right now and show you some of my autographs, I got autographs for fighters who not even known yet. I just know that, they bound to blow up eventually. Like, and his career been a little bit stale lately. But Omar Rosario, he was with Top Rank at one point in time. He ended up losing the fight, and Top Rank dropped him. But prior to that, he was on a roll, man. He was, especially during the pandemic, he was making a name for himself. You know what I mean? I knew his people over there, and they had an autographed glove signed over to me. Yeah, Najee like 6'3", 6'4", but he one of them tall niggas that think because, he tall or he heavy or whatever that they have an advantage over smaller niggas in the street. That's not how that shit work. You feel me? Terrence versus Canelo play out well. And I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know how it's a lot of questions, man. Listen, Terrence Crawford only got one fight at 154. So he's not, you can make a case that he's not even a fully acclimated junior middleweight yet. And then you're going to bring him up an additional 14 pounds to face Canelo Alvarez, who's been at the weight class for multiple years already. So you got to take into consideration, how will his legs still be as fast? And, with him being older, is his athleticism going to hold up? Is his speed going to be the same with that additional weight? How about his punch resistance? You know what I mean? Because when you put on a certain amount of weight, if you put on an additional 14 pounds, you would come off very sluggish. You know what I'm saying? Your conditioning might not be the same because you don't got to work as hard to cut the weight. Like, there's a lot of things that got to be taken into consideration, bro. That's usually why a lot of fighters don't have successful, fights when they move up multiple weight classes. You feel what I'm saying? So when we look at Danny Garcia, and I know Terrence Crawford is a much better fighter than Danny Garcia, but I'm just providing this example. This man was, only had one fight at 154, took a 2-year layoff, and then, pretty much fought at middleweight. It was a catch weight at 157. That's technically middleweight. Anything past 54 is middleweight. So he went in there, fought Andy Larva, and looked like the shell of himself. And didn't even get hit with the hardest left hand and took a knee. Let me see. No, it's cool. Yo, this nigga, bro. You're not being intrusive by asking me if I'm Puerto Rican or not. You good. Hold on. Let me see this comment right here. Bro, Meek Miller, you gotta understand, these niggas is idiots and they'll say anything in order to defend their fighter or make somebody they hate look bad. You see what I'm saying? He didn't activate his mandatory. Bro, the WBC does that shit. You know what I'm saying? They said they was gonna mandate Benavidez to fight Canelo. They said this late last year that they was gonna activate it in March and they never did. You see what I'm saying? So they gave Benavidez, the WBC not going to mandate Canelo to do anything because they want to stay in Canelo's payroll. You feel what I'm saying? As long as they keep getting the percentages from Canelo. Look, I say this all the time. I don't know what the percentages is, but let's say it's 3%. Would they rather have 3% of Canelo's paychecks or would they rather have 3% of Benavidez's paychecks? Think about it logically. They're going to want more money, right? All right. So they're going to go they want to keep Canelo as happy as possible, and they want to keep that belt on him for as long as they can because anybody else will be a step down in pay. You feel me? So You know what I mean? They wasn't gonna enforce Canelo to do nothing because Canelo the type nigga you can't force him to do shit. So they be like, yo, you gotta fight Benavidez, you gotta give your belt up. Canelo gonna be like, well, nigga, I don't need your belt. You seen the IBF just try to force Canelo hand, and he said, fuck y'all, let his belt go. Let William Skull fight. What the fuck is his name? I forgot. His name started with like an S, I think. I forgot his name. But they about to go fight for the IBF title. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't make Canelo do nothing. You know what I mean? Weary Cry, shout out to you, man. I appreciate you coming through and showing love. Let me see. Remember, he weighed 169 against Majimov. I feel like he should fight again at that weight to better condition himself. But but rumor is he only want Canelo next. Crawford versus Eubank helps. Well, listen, I don't fucking know, man. Look, I don't know if Canelo's gonna give Crawford that opportunity. You know what I mean? He keeps talking about Crawford easy money, and he feel like he not gonna get no credit off of him. But at the same time, you thought you was gonna get credit for Berlanga? Okay. You know what I'm saying? But he weighed 169 against Majimov. Yeah, so if he weighs in 168, you know what I mean? He probably will have a full breakfast and like 2 snacks before the weigh-in and still be fine against Canelo. You feel what I'm saying? So, bro, it's just I don't really care to see that fight, bro. I feel like people strategically put that Crawford. They strategically built bigged up that Canelo and Crawford fight, so Benavidez could stay out of the boxing fans' minds in terms of being Canelo's mandatory fight. You feel me? I feel like they successfully done that. The media has successfully replaced, you know, Benavidez with Bud. You feel me? Yeah, bro. Bud is gonna be at an extreme disadvantage, and I don't. And you see how cautious he was on Mazurmov and shit like that, bro. It's just that's not a fight I really care to see, bro. I don't even want to put Canelo in that situation where he could brag about beating Bud. You feel what I'm saying? I just want to see Bud do his thing at 54, bro. If you could become unified or even undisputed at 54 before you walk away, you become 3-time undisputed in 4 different weight classes. So be it, bro. That's some all-time great shit, bro. You don't need Canelo to validate yourself. You don't need to fight Canelo and then you talking about you want the big fish, bro. There's plenty of bro, you're the big fish. You know what I'm saying? You're the big fish. Approach it that way. You want justice for Earl? Earl not gonna be able to get that justice for you, brother. It ain't gonna happen. I see Earl talking about 154 to 160. Like he like either weight class. Like Earl not really in it for the legacy no more, dog. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. You know what I mean? He just be like, all right, I'm gonna just fight at whatever weight, wherever the opportunity presents itself, that's what weight I'm gonna fight at. Then Earl gonna get smashed at 162. You know what I mean? He think he's just gonna run up in any weight class and just do well there because he a big welterweight. Just because you a big welterweight don't mean that you're gonna, fit into the middleweight division. It's not gonna happen. What you mean? Yo, Weary Cry talking. This nigga talking like I'm a superhero or something. Look, man, I do what I can with what I got. You feel what I'm saying? Like if I feel like there's a Puerto Rican on the come up that's doing well and deserve an opportunity, I speak on it. But I don't know about having the voice and having to bring these men to world title, bro. The only people that could bring them to their world titles is their managers, their promoters, and themselves. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna always, big up the Puerto Rican guys. I fuck with Puerto Rican fighters. No, you. Okay. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. You know what I mean, I didn't even speak about Boost making his return, but simply put, Boost put out a tweet talking about he back in the lab. You know what I mean? It's about time he catch another body and all that. So it seemed like he got some shit in the works, man. And most likely, it'll be at 154 pounds. So don't be surprised if he makes his junior middleweight debut in his next bout. You feel what I mean? But until then, this is Mazuma TV. Thank you very much for tuning in. If y'all can hit the like button, if y'all can subscribe, if y'all can share the video possibly on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. But until then, y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. Peace.